Volume 2. So, we'll look into headbutts this time, not tackles. And the way it's so different from a tackle is that there's no way to reset the charge or the non-charge other than parrying, performing a headbutt, or a knee drop, because it seems like these two share the same charge and non-charge meter, and to do an 80. So basically it's these three, right? Alright, so what it is that the most easiest way is to do one of those three reset moves, reset things, parry, do a headbutt or a knee drop or an Aegis, and then charge a certain amount, dash up or whatever, and then charge the rest, and then fire a headbutt, right? So, what you can do is, like I said, this seems to share the same charge meter, so you can do things like this. See? Same thing. So, what you can't do is you can't do like headbutt into knee drop right away, right? Because they share the same charge meter, right? So, you can do things like and this is not even charge partitioning. So that's like the most famous setup you see, right? Oh, I'm so good. So same thing happens with oh dear. Like that. And the other reset, like this, you parry, everything's 0. You reset. See, like that. Or do the same thing that I did last time, right? And so the difference between the tackle is tackle, you can reset by holding up, but headbutt doesn't have that. So let's say you charge for like 30 frames, right? And then you walk up a little bit, let's say about 20 or something, and then you charge the rest 12 frames, and then you do down, up, and punch, and do you get the headbutt every time? The answer is no, because when you charge 30 and then you walk, let's say 20 frames, and if that non-charge 20 frames builds the whole non-charge meter to full, then it resets everything, like it says. So if it exceeds over 42 frames, then everything is gone. So even though you charge 30 frames, walk up 20, and then you charge the rest 12 frames, and then you do it like that, you sometimes don't get it. So that's where I said, that's what I mean by it involves a little bit of luck. So some of the easy ways is like, see, if you don't get lucky, you don't get this. Well, you can do things like, right, like that, right? Or like, hey, see? You're not even really charging, like you're really crouching, but you can still get it. Hey, stop. See? And there's another rule, which this applies for both tackles and headbutt, is that you complete a charge, you hold it down, and then you launch, right? Right here, you have the charge for both tackles and headbutts. And then you decide to do let's say a tackle, right? You decide to do a tackle. And that means you have the charge complete for the headbutt, but you're not going to use it because you're going to be firing a tackle. And that means your charge for the headbutt is going to be set to 0. That's like one of the conditions where you lose the charge, where you complete the charge and you don't use it, and a certain number of frames elapses, and then you don't have the headbutt charge anymore. And so there's a reason why. Well, it's not going to work on this guy, but it's not. Okay, this is good. So there's a reason you can actually do. Right? There's a reason you can actually do this. Like this. this, definitely. So what it is that you launch, right? You have the charge for both, and then you use the tackle. You use the tackle charge, and you lose the headbutt charge, right? And so, after you fire the tackle, you're going to lose the charge for the headbutt, but you're going to be holding down back again for the second tackle. And so, that's actually charge partitioning a headbutt, the ones that's going to come at the end. So you lose the charge, not this. You lose the charge here, you recharge, and then you fire. So, by holding down back and doing the tackle, not straight back, but you're holding down back and then you do the tackle. And if you do it properly, it's gonna be properly partitioned, so you get the headbutt at the end. This is kind of easy. It's the same thing with just like that, right? Just like that. Just like that. So not many of you know, but this is actually charge partitioning. While these are, oh yeah, this is also, yeah. So that's about it. So you can do things like, oh, I'm so good. Or like you can just play around like this. Or one of my favorite ones is like, hey. おかしいな。ああ、出ねえな。おい。あれ？あれ？待って、what the fuck? Whoa! What? Thank you. There you go. The end.